everybody, this is Alexa and this is my beginner's guide to chair pose. For chair pose, I like to come from a standing position and you're going to bring your big toes together to touch and just leave a little bit of space between the heels. Okay. From here, you're going to inhale, reach your arms up, and then exhale, sink the hips back. So I'm going to turn to the side here just for a moment so you can see. So oftentimes with a chair pose instruction, you hear a lot of teachers say to tuck the tailbone. You do not need to tuck the tailbone. Okay. New research shows now that that's actually a cue that doesn't allow for engagement in the right places and could potentially do some harm to the low back. So you're going to sink your hips back. From here, your arms can keep reaching to the sky. If that does not feel good on your shoulders, just bring your hands together at heart center. Okay, just as an option. So sink the hips back. You can imagine that you are going to sit back into a chair. So your weight is in your heels and also in the balls of your feet. You should be able to lift all 10 toes, maybe spread the toes wide, and then place them back down on the mat so that you make sure that you are engaging in the feet, which also helps to strengthen the arches of the feet. Okay, so pressing down through the heels and the balls of the feet, hands together at heart center, or reaching high to the sky. So from this position, you want to imagine that your two legs become one. So you could really press your inner thighs, your knees, your calves, press them in toward one another and sort of zip up from the midline of the body. So as you do this, you're going to feel the core activate, maybe even the glutes fire up. This is really, really strengthening for the low body. Chair pose is very challenging, even though you aren't going anywhere or doing movements. If you're engaging in the right places, it's a challenging pose. Okay? Draw the navel up and in, keep the core engaged, keep lifting the heart space up. So typically in a flow, our very first chair pose, I like to stay here for about at least 5 rounds of breath just to get some heat into the lower body. Okay, take one more breath in. And then exhale, release. You can come out of it into a standing position. You could also release into a nice forward fold and let it go. I hope that helps. Namaste.